Magistr dissertasiya justlari faol жұмыстары 3 күн devam ettirdi. Өз жұмысын комиссия бастаса, һәм егер рұқсат берсеңіз, магистр классқа кетеміз. Жұмыстар бастаймыз. Диссертация жұмыстарының заң прокуратурасында барлық өз уақытында орындалды. Бұйрықтар рәсімдестірілді. Ахмадов сөз сізге.
Good afternoon, dear Chairman and members of the State Attestation Commission and the Master's Degree students. Welcome to this Master's Dissertation Defense of the students 702300101 Linguistics English Language. And allow me to introduce the members of today's commission. The chairman of the commission is Katarbayeva Budira Kurbanbayevna, Doctor of Science, Professor, Head of the Department of Distance Education in Social and Humanitarian Disciplines, Nukus State Pedagogical Institute. The deputy chairman of the commission is Alamberyan Hasanbayevich, head of the Master's Department, Associate Professor and PhD. Commission members, Kurbanbayev Javad Aminbayevich, candidate of Pedagogical Sciences, Professor, Dean of the Faculty of Foreign Languages. Jolarsva Galhar Batyevna, PhD, docent of the Department of English Linguistics. Hajiva Dilbar Jumratovna, candidate of Philological Science, Professor of the Department of English Linguistics. Kudaybergen Bazuha Urashbayevna, PhD, Associate Professor of the Department of English Linguistics. Kamalova Nigora Bakhadievna, PhD, Associate Professor of the Department of English Linguistics. Alanazar Rafiruza Karimberdievna, PhD, Docent of the Department of English Language and Literature, Nukus State Pedagogical Institute. Karperianova Firuza Tulimberdievna, PhD, Docent of the Department of English Language and Literature, Nukus State Pedagogical Institute. Satar Salamat Pirdebayevich, PhD, Associate Professor, Department of English Language and Literature, Nukus State Pedagogical Institute. Arzieva Bibsanyam Anazarevna, PhD, Docent of the Department of English Language and Literature, Nukus State Pedagogical Institute. Today's first offender is Abdulganieva Nadra Nazarkızı, with her dissertation title Cognitive and Pragmatic Functions of Hyperbole in Language and Speech. Her scientific advisor is candidate of Philological Science, Professor Hajiva Dilbar Tajimuratovna. The internal opponent is PhD Tilubareva Aliya, and the external opponent is PhD docent Hüseyin Lumina.
Good morning, respected members of committee. My name is Abdulganieva Nazira. Our research topic is about cognitive and pragmatic functions of hyperbole in language and speech on the materials of English and Karkalpak languages. My scientific advisor is Hajiva Dilbar. So, with your kind permission, I want to begin my presentation. Let me define my research clearly. The object of research is hyperbole as a stylistic device in the language, its cognitive and pragmatic functions of language and its use and in language and speech. The subject is differences, similarities, and cognitive and pragmatic functions of hyperbole in English and Karkalpak writers. The aim of research is identify the specific features of hyperbole in English and Karkalpak languages, analyze, identifies differences between two languages. So, what is the scientific novelty of our work? Our research is systematic, cognitive, pragmatic about hyperbole in Karkalpak writers, Tulimbergen Hypergen's works, and it's compared with, in English, Ernest Hemingway's The Old Man and the Sea work. We classified hyperboles in Tulimbergen Hypergen's works like cognitive types and pragmatic types. So, next one is, let me begin with a simple question. What is hyperbole? We know hyperbole is a form of exaggeration, but hyperbole is more than and much more than exaggeration. For example, when someone says, I have told you 1,000 times, we understand they mean they are not said 1,000 times. It's not literally, but it means that they say it a lot of time or much more time. But our research asks deeper two questions: cognitive and pragmatic functions of hyperbole in language. Cognitive approach is how the mind works in our, and the pragmatic how the speaker does the communication uses hyperbole. About this topic, there are a lot of researchers this topic in English. Aristotle analyzes this hyperbole as a language tool. And also in Jacob. Lakov and Johnson contributed to this hyperboles with the cognition and the pragmatic tools in the definition of this language. And in Karakalpak language, Bakhbergenov researched this in Karakalpak language as a tool of hyperbole, and in Uzbek, Ashurova analyzes this topic. Next one is hyperbole. Hyperbole is intentional, and we know how it works in our mind and what does it mean. It's compared with quality and quantity of numbers, like millions of times, 1,000 times. For example, I have told you million times. It means that you say it at many times, but not million times. Cognitive hyperbole is the mental work and the mental process. It analyzes how this cognitive process analyzes in the brain, while pragmatic type of hyperbole means that what communication tool and what the speaker achieved to by this hyperbole. For example, in Karakalpak language, in Төлепберген Хапберген's work, қуаныштан жүрегім жарылып кетті. Or жер жарылмады, мен көрмедім. The earth didn't split, I didn't enter. This means that the speaker wishes to disappear from shame, and he wants to like cosmic disappearance from because of the shame. And also, I have told you a million times, or I beg you 1,000 pardons. Men senden 1000 marta kechirim so'rayman. It means that not literally 1,000 times, but it means that so strong meaning of hyperbole in this context. Or his voice shook the house like an earthquake. Onun dаусы үйді сілкітті in Karakalpak language. Brain, it means that voice is extremely powerful, and it means that voice in this context. Or, for example, this bag weighted a ton. It means not literally ton, but it means heavy bag. In chapter 2, we analyzed Төлепберген Хапберген's work. For example, Muharremga rahmet, suv tamchi, uyqusuz tunlar. In this, his works, he used literary hyperboles in cognitive and pragmatic functions of. For example, егер қазір өлсем, бұда арманым жоқ еді. If I die now, I have no regret. It is from Төлепберген Хапберген's Suv Tamchi book. Hyperbole is also forms triad hyperbole and language hyperbole. Triad hyperbole is one of the basic forms of hyperbole. We can use in everyday speech communication. They are basic forms of triad hyperboles, and in this process, listeners don't need to analyze what does it mean, because it's automatically exact for listeners and the native speakers. For example,